Now that our mocktail is nice and stirred and cold, let's. I've always loved experimenting with flavors, mixing, tasting, building something new. There's just something magical about turning simple ingredients into a dish or a drink that makes people happy. Half the time, I end up smelling my ingredients before I taste them. And that got me thinking, perfumes do the same thing, right? They tell a story but through scent. So today I thought, why not mix my two favorite worlds, flavor and fragrance? I'm super excited because I'm going to be creating 5 drinks inspired by some of the most iconic fragrances from SSBeauty. Don't worry, these are PG rated. So the first mocktail we're making today is inspired by the Prada Paradoxe. Let's give it a sniff test first. So the Prada Paradoxe is a very fresh and floral fragrance. So inspired by that, we are making a vanilla pear bliss mocktail, which has mainly the citrus notes and the freshness of the pear with lemon. So to get started, we'll take a blender jar, add some diced pear, fresh pear into the jar. We'll add a small inch of ginger, some vanilla extract, and some fresh lemon juice. And for some sweetness, we'll go ahead and add some granulated sugar. And that's it. Now we blend this into a smooth, silky paste. Let's give it a blend. Now, as we can see, it's nice and liquidy. There are no lumps inside it. Let's quickly smell how this feels. Very refreshing and fresh and gingery. Now let's get started making the mocktail. So first we'll just rim the glass. We'll add some lemon juice on the edges and then just dunk it down in the sugar, take it out and get the mocktail ready. We'll take the base mix that we've already made. Just to ensure that everything is smooth and nice, let's just strain it. We'll add around 30 to 45 ml of this mix. Since the fragrance has a very strong vanilla base note in it, we're going to add just a tiny drop of vanilla back into the cocktail. It's a very gentle flavor, so let's make sure that it's tasted when we make the cocktail. So we've added one more drop into the base mix again. Let's add some ice to it. And just for the garnish, a thin slice of fresh pear. That will go here. A beautiful twig of mint behind the pear. A slice of lemon right beside the pear as well to add that nice citrusy fresh note into the cocktail. Let's top it off with some sparkling water or soda to complete this mocktail. So now that our cocktail is almost ready, let's give it a nice quick stir. To finish up the mocktail, let's add this final touch of mint. So here you go, our pear vanilla bliss is nice and ready. Let's take a sip. Wow. It hits me with like a nice freshness and a light citrusy vanilla flavor from behind, and the pear comes off greatly. You gotta try this, it's really nice. The next drink that we're making today is inspired by Alien by Mugler. The name of the drink is an orange jasmine sour. And the main notes are going to be orange and jasmine, which are the same as the fragrance. So let's get started. To get started with the mocktail, we'll first take our shaker. We'll add a good 60 ml of orange juice into it. Here we go. We'll add a little bit of jasmine water as well. A tiny bit of lemon to add to the orange notes. We'll give it a quick stir. Now we add some ice to it. Let's put on the lid nice and tight and shake. Now that our mocktail base is nice and ready and chilled, let's get started on the plating. So first, since this is a woody fragrance, we're going to take a cinnamon stick, light it on fire. The cinnamon is smoky, we'll just add it here, let it sit for a minute. Now that we've given it a nice 2 minutes, it's time to take out our glass. We'll add some ice into our mocktail glass. We'll pour in our mocktail base. We'll add a nice thin slice of orange on top of it. A little bit of sparkling water just for good balance. A slice of orange. So now we'll add some mint and jasmine to garnish the drink. And our orange jasmine sour is ready. Now let's give it a good taste test. Yeah. That's nice, refreshing, a bit sour, a bit sweet. I love it. You gotta try this at home. The next drink that we're gonna make is inspired by the YSL Libre Neuve. The name of the drink is Mandarin Lemon Iced Tea, and the main ingredients are mandarin and lavender. Now let's get started to make this mocktail. In our shaker, we'll add some fresh orange juice, around 60 ml of that. We'll top it off with some iced tea, around 100 ml of iced tea, some lemon juice for that sourness, and some simple sugar syrup for the sweetness. And the base of our mocktail mix is ready. Now let's get to building the mocktail. Here we'll take a glass, we'll add some orange slices into it. Now let's add some crushed ice into the glass. Let's add our mocktail mix into the glass. Pour it over the ice nice and slowly. Fill it halfway through. And then we'll add our special ingredient, that's the lavender water. And to top this drink off, we'll add some sparkling water. Some fresh mint and just a little bit of lavender for the look. Our Mandarin Lemon Iced Tea is ready. Let's do a quick taste test of this drink. Wow. That was nice, refreshing and full of citrus with a slight floral touch of the lavender. Up next, we have Burberry Goddess and we're gonna make a raspberry vanilla milkshake. Now let's get started with the milkshake. We'll set our high-speed blender in front of us, add some fresh raspberries, a full cup, some frozen raspberries because sometimes fresh raspberries turn out a bit sour. The frozen ones are always sweet. We'll add some sugar just for good balance. Add some vanilla because it's one of the strongest notes in the fragrance. Some almond for a different texture and some nuttiness. Some blueberries just for a different taste profile. We'll add half a cup of fresh cream. Half a cup of whole milk. And a huge scoop of vanilla ice cream. Let's give this whole thing a mix. And that's done. Let's take it off. Now let's serve our raspberry milkshake. We'll not fill it to the top so that we can add some good toppings. That's about it. Now let's top off this milkshake with a few scoops of ice cream. Nice pretty scoop. We'll add some blueberries just for a different look. And just a little bit of raspberry in the middle. Our raspberry vanilla milkshake is ready. Now let's give this milkshake a quick taste test. The raspberry is really popping out and cutting through all the milkiness, but the vanilla has this nice warmth that's coming from behind, and overall it's a really tasty milkshake. This is Burberry Goddess in a drink. Lastly, we have the Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir, which is also my favorite perfume by the way, and we're gonna make an iced cardamom latte. We'll switch on the gas for our pan. First in goes our milk, full fat whole milk, some cardamom for seasoning, a light pinch, a little bit of lavender for some floral flavor. We'll let this come up to a boil. Move it around a bit so that the milk doesn't stick. Let it heat up. Now that our milk is nice and boiling, let's take it off the heat. The flavors are infused well. We'll get our strainer and strain this mix. We'll let this stay here and let it cool completely. In the meantime, get started with the espresso. To get started, we'll add some ice into our serving cup. Pour a good 30 ml of our espresso in it, into the ice. Stir it around a bit, let the espresso completely chill. Now that our milk is nice and chilled, let's add some honey for the sweetness and some rose water to enhance the floral flavor of this drink. A tiny teaspoon. Now we'll pour in our milk mixture into our espresso. And to top off this drink, we'll quickly whip up some fresh cream. And now we'll put our arms to work. As you can see, I've made this mixture nice and creamy, but it's not whipped, it's just frothy. Let's go ahead and add some on top of our espresso. That looks beautiful. A touch of chilled espresso on top as well. Our iced cardamom latte is ready. Let's give it a taste test. Wow, that has a great hit of coffee and a lot of floral, lavender and cardamom going along with it. I love it. Okay, I'm off to enjoy these drinks. These are too good to be true. You have to try them out. I had so much fun shooting this video. Big thanks to SSBeauty for making this happen. Seriously, this was a lot of fun. And don't worry, these drinks are totally safe and 100% recreatable. Chef Aditya approved. Signing off.